sorry. So every night, before he goes to sleep, I remind him to brush his teeth. I still snuggle him when we watch movies. You know, we lay on the sofa and I hug him. I tuck him in every night and tell him I love him. When I was getting ready to leave, come here, he cried because he's leaving for sleepaway camp on Sunday, and I won't see him for a week. And I couldn't get away from him. He was hugging me. He's like, Mom, I'm going to miss you so much. And it was only a week, right, that we're going to be away from each other. So I was exactly a year older than Andrew is now when I got on the plane to go to the academy. It was about this time in the summer that Cherie Noble pulled me aside at the Brooklyn Ballet Theater and said, Stephanie, I think you have what it takes to be a professional ballet dancer. It will take very, very intense training. You need a lot of work, but you have the potential to be a professional ballet dancer, you know, and I was music to my ears, you know. I couldn't stand my school. I went to Hanover High School in Hanover, New Hampshire, where Dartmouth College was sort of the umbrella of everything, and I didn't play lacrosse or soccer, or I didn't ski, and I was the last one picked on all the teams. Nobody cared about ballet. And hell, to me, was going to Hanover High School. So I was like, yes, you know, I want to go to performing arts school. And she said, there's two places that would be great, either the National Academy of Arts or North Carolina School for the Arts. And so Pamela Whitehill, whose mother ran the Brooklyn Ballet Theater where we were, was here at the Academy. And also I'd heard that North Carolina School for the Arts had a horrible drug problem. So I didn't want to go there. So I just said, all right, I'll go to National Academy of Arts, and my parents said fine, and I went, and I got on a plane a couple weeks later. My mom drove me to Logan Airport. I had my Foot Locker full of, you know, tights and shoes and shit, and got on the plane and flew to Illinois all by myself. I'd never seen the place, no idea. I knew Pamela, but that was it. You know, and there I was. So I wasn't scared at all. Like, I was totally not scared. I was so excited, and, you know, I was going to go to a place where I could dance all day, you know, and be with other people that wanted to dance all day, and I couldn't imagine, you know, a better place to be. Nobody told me how much it was going to suck, really, but I, you know, that was okay. It was still fun. Nobody told me, you know, they were going to weigh me or, you know, yell at me and all that, but I still felt like it, you know, it was going to be fun, and it was fun, and that's sort of what I remember. So what always strikes me about this whole thing, as I think about it, is that I never had a lot of friends in school when I was younger, and I think it's just because I never really clicked with anybody. But from the first day that I walked into the academy, I had like a family. You know, I felt like I belonged there. I fit in there. This is like where I should be. It's where I belonged. So I don't know if this was just me being naive, but I know there was a lot of competition and a lot of conflict, but I don't remember like a lot of meanness and jealousy during those years. I remember a lot of envy. I envied so many people's talent and their beauty and their ability to, you know, just do what they did. But I don't remember vicious jealousy at all. And what's amazing to me is that how did that happen? You know, how did that happen in this like cutthroat, you know, field that we were all in, and this, you know, life that we didn't hate each other to death. We didn't. We loved each other. We loved each other. You know, we had no guidance counselors. We had no anti-bullying campaigns, right? We had no parents, very few rules, or we didn't follow them. We had no classes teaching us how to be nice people, you know, to treat people. We just did that, you know, we just were nice to each other. And when we cried, we comforted each other. When I cried, everybody comforted me. And I cried a lot. And when one of us was, you know, publicly humiliated and torn down in front of everyone else, we didn't laugh at each other. You know, we felt for them. We were like, God, that sucks, you know, and we really reached out and you know, helped each other. We helped build each other back up. And why is that? You know, why did that happen in a place where, you know, it was such a harsh place? I mean, there was so much reality, you know, it was the real world, but yet we were so supported and I felt so loved. How does this happen? And honestly, I think it's truly the only place I ever felt like that in my entire life. You know, has anyone else had that, like in their real life? I mean, it's so unusual. You know, maybe it was just, we were all in survival mode, but, you know, despite all of our, you know, abilities or lack thereof, and our talent or lack thereof, and despite the way we danced, the way we dressed, the way we looked, just the way we were, if we were rich or poor, if we liked girls, boys, or both. No, you didn't care. You know, we loved each other the way we were. It was all accepted. We all loved dancing. You know, we loved our art more than anything else in the world, and that's all that mattered, and that's what brought us all together. You know, despite all the dysfunctionalness that I think of, you know, when I think of my son and I think of, as a parent, what it's like to raise a child, and think of how little my parents knew, you know, what I was doing, and thank God they never did, right? You know, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have been part of such a special place, and to have been, you know, exposed to all these wonderful, talented people. So I guess, what I really think I want to say most of all is that thank you to all of you for being my family. You know, I was 13, you know. Thank you for loving me despite my poor jump and my wide hips and my floppy core. You know? Thank you for all supporting me despite all of that, you know, and loving me and believing in me and my, you know. Right. But, you know, it was something. It was different. You know, you don't find that anywhere else. You don't find that anywhere. So we were also lucky to have had this experience and to have had each other. And sometimes I think I hold the rest of the world to like a different standard after having this experience. You know, it's disappointing out there, right? But thank you all for being part of it and being part of my past and making the place the special, wonderful place that it was. I want to thank Beth, Carolyn, Jessica, and Megan for putting all the effort into this wonderful occasion and all the work you guys did finding everybody, pulling us all together. And especially want to thank Rich for caring enough. You cared so much about us, you know? Thank you. Thank you for caring enough to bring us all back together again. Really appreciate it. Thank you.